Corey. Good morning, everybody. This is 11th grade A on a short class Wednesday morning, the 9th of June. And today's activities are mainly focused on vocabulary and production. These will be connected to a classwork. Maybe we won't have the time to do it now, but it will be like a homework, which is breaking a habit, giving people advice on how to break a habit. And to do that, we're going to include the vocabulary that we're going to check in now in the class. But first of all, we're going to have a look at this piece of text. We have 4 paragraphs. 4 paragraphs. Do we have volunteers for this reading? Please write on the chat if you want to read, please. Before we continue, last class we started talking about bad habits. We listened to a song by Linkin Park, and also you commented on some bad habits that you had, like for example, biting your nails. And other people also mentioned some of them too. Now, people, tell me, who would like to read now? This following text says, I miss my bad habits. Do we have volunteers? Okay, Benjamin Towers, you will start with the paragraph 1. We need paragraph 2. Paragraph 2. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Flow, paragraph 2. Paragraph, wait, 1, I get confused. 2. Paragraph 3 and 4, because it's kind of the same. Paragraph 3 and 4. We're going to call, let me see. Let's do it quickly. Isidora Castle. Isidora Castle. Isi Castle. Are you here? Isidora Castle. I don't think she answers. Let's do Palula. Palula.
Teacher?
Can you do this, the last ones?
Okay.
Okay, let's do it. Let's go. Okay, so let's start with the master Towers. Let's go, Towers. All yours.
All right. I miss my bad habits. I don't believe it. It's 11 p.m. and I'm still sitting writing this article for the school magazines. I've had 2 weeks to write it, and my teacher wants it tomorrow. She's always complaining that I leave things to the last minute. Maybe she's right. A month ago, I made a resolution to be more efficient this year and to never leave things to the last minute. Well, I've failed. At this moment, I guess kids all over the country are thinking back to the resolutions they made at the beginning of the school year. Some of them have already given up for this year. Others are still doing well. Many, I suspect, like me, are struggling with them. I've also been trying to get fitter for 4 weeks now. I've started going to the gym, I've taken up karate lessons, and I've changed my diet. I've never even been going to the bed earlier. But I'm not feeling any fitter, just a little unhappier. I miss my bad habits. Why is leading a better life so hard?
Nice one. Nice one. Good, 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 good. We have interesting vocabulary here. A resolution. What is the resolution? When people make resolutions, what's that?
Goals.
Like goals. Yes, good. Goals. Usually people make resolutions when it's New Year's Eve. So they say, okay, this year I'm gonna do better at school, or this year I'm gonna get a boyfriend or girlfriend, or this year I'm gonna be vegetarian. So those are resolutions. Okay, Flo, you continue. Thank you, Master Towers, for offering yourselves. Let's go.
I've just read an article on a website and I've discovered that it isn't my fault. In fact, it isn't anyone's fault. It's our brains. They're programmed to take it difficult to break bad habits. There's nothing we can do. For example, you're sitting up late playing Minecraft. You know we got an important test tomorrow, so why don't you just turn off the computer and go to bed? As I said, it's your brain's fault. Scientists have done experiments that show we use one part of our brain when we think about ourselves and another when we think about other people. However, when we think about ourselves in the future, we use the same part of the brain that we usually use to think about other people. In other words, the brain sees the future you as a different person to your present you. And that's why we don't always find it easy to make sensible decisions for ourselves in the future.
Ah, interesting. I hadn't thought about this. Nice. Good one. Flow is a programmed. Mhm. That was the only word. Well read. Let's have a go. Thank you, Flo Flo. Let's finish with Palulas.
Wait, but that's not all. Some scientists have also discovered that it takes around 10 weeks to form a good habit. For example, it's going to take another 6 weeks before going to the gym stops being so difficult and becomes an automatic part of my life. That's because 10 weeks is the amount of time the brain needs to change and accept new behavioral
Yes.
patterns
Yeah.
as part of everyday life. The good news is that once you make it to 10 weeks, everything becomes a lot easier. The bad news is that 10 weeks is a really long time, so it's easy to give up on your good intentions sooner. Pero último igual. So there you are. Maybe we want to change our ways and become better people. Your brains will let us. Or is it just an excuse? Look, I finished my article on time. Anything is possible.
Aha. Okay. So tell me, how long is 10 weeks? How many months? 10 weeks?
Like 2 months?
Yeah, like 2 months and a half. That's true. Like two
And
months.
a half.
2 months and a half. So, okay. A quick question for you guys. Okay. When you have a resolution, let's say this one, for example, it says to get fitter. This person wanted to get fitter and go to the gym. Is it easier for you to stick to your resolution, like for a long time, like two months? Is it easier or not?
I think it is not, because I think it's the most difficult part.
Yeah, I feel the same. It's gonna, but for some people, they are really disciplined and they can do it. I don't know how they do it. It's like an energy inside. Wow, it's really strange. So if in the end, they say is a brain plays a game in resolutions and also dropping off the resolutions. Around 10 weeks are needed to create a habit. Okay, and if you have a bad habit, surely it will take around 6 months. I mean, 6 weeks to 10 weeks to break the bad habit as well. Dude, this is not helping. All right. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna take this vocabulary, which is in the text and which is on the next page, page 14, which is this one. Okay, resolution, etc. And this vocabulary, we're gonna use it for the next activity, which is gonna be like a homework. Maybe you can start doing something now. But let's see. Let's complete this vocabulary. So we have a make a resolution is to decide to make a positive change, right? I mentioned this year I'm gonna be, or I would like to be a vegetarian. This year I'm gonna recycle. This year I'll stop lying. This year I'm gonna quit smoking. I don't know. It could be anything. Okay, another one. Let's go. If you want to give something up, what be the next match. Okay, give up smoking, give up eating sugar, give up eating meat. You should give up riding the bike with no helmet, for example.
Stop doing something.
Stop doing something. Good. Let's go quickly. Do well. If you do well in a test, if you do well at the gym today, if you did well on something in the past, what is that? When you do
Be
well.
successful.
Be successful. Yes, I did well. I do well in, or I will do well in the next test. If you are struggling with something, for example, did you finish the test? Yeah, but I struggled a lot with activities 2 and 3. I thought they weren't in the test, but they were. I struggled with.
Find something difficult.
Yes, to find something difficult. So when you struggle with something, it means that you had difficulties with the specific thing. Some people, when they quit smoking, they struggle with the smoke. They struggle with you know, with buying new cigarettes, and they feel like how do they call this? La recaída has a name. I'll think about it. Okay. If you're gonna take something up, it's always about an activity. If you want to be fitter, for example, it's a good idea to take up physical activity, like take up boxing or take up karate, for example.
Start a new hobby.
Start a new hobby, yeah. And to break, if you're gonna break a bad habit, that's ah, made a mistake here. Give something up. Oh, it's good. Stop doing something. Breaking a bad habit. Stop doing something that isn't good for you. Maybe to form a good habit. Start doing something that is good for you, I think. And if you change your ways, which is good, you do something differently. Okay, I'm gonna change my way. So I'm gonna stop, for example, biting my nails. So if you make a resolution, you decide to make a plan or a positive change. I gave you some examples. If you're gonna give something up, you're gonna stop doing it. I'm gonna give up smoking. Give up smoking. If you do well, it means that you're gonna be successful. Okay. Like, don't worry about now. You will do well in the future. You will be just fine. If you struggle with something, it means that you have difficulties and you find it difficult. If you take up an activity, it means that you started a new hobby or something of interest. Like some people take up painting for the stress. Some people take up yoga, for example. If you break a habit, you stop doing something that isn't good for you. Like, for example, smoking. If you are forming a good habit, it means that you started doing something good for you. It's a good idea to start forming a habit, good habit. And if you change your ways, means that you start to do things differently. Now, I'm gonna take these vocabulary words. We have 7 vocabulary words here, and I want to use them. The next task is that you are going to use them in the following activity. I mean, before we continue with activity, I want you guys to help me complete this one. Okay, make a resolution, give up something, do well, struggle with something, take up something, break a habit, a bad habit, form a good habit, and change your way. So let's quickly complete this paragraph, and we maybe can use them as an example for the next task. Last year, how would you complete this, people? Can you see the thing? Yeah, you can see. Last year, with the missing verbs. Okay,
Make.
Last year.
I make a resolution.
Make.
I made lots of resolutions and decided to my ways. So what's the verb we're missing? I decided to
Change.
change my ways. We just need the verbs because we have the expressions here. I decided to change my ways. I tried to the habit of getting up late at the weekend.
Break.
Yeah. Break the habit of getting up late on the weekends. For 2 months, I got up at 8 a.m. But by 2 p.m., I felt sleepy, so I sleeping in the afternoon.
Give up. Give.
But by 2 p.m., I felt sleepy, so I up sleeping. Okay, could be gave up. I'm gonna give it like this because I'm not sure. I also wasting time online. But my parents bought me a laptop, and that was the end of that.
I think in the first one was take, and that one was give.
Okay, so it should be in the past,
Gave.
and this one is in the past as well. Okay, I took up sleeping in the afternoon because this person felt sleepy, right? Because wake up at 8 and now at 2 p.m. felt sleepy, so took up sleeping in the afternoon, so I took up naps. And it also gave up wasting time online, but my parents bought me a laptop, and that was the end of it. Then I stopped eating meat, and I was well. Well,
Doing.
I was doing well until mom made roast beef. I just had to eat it. I tried to good habits as well. For example, started playing piano lessons. Started piano lessons.
Form.
Yeah, I tried to form good habits as well, and I started piano lessons, but with friends, time to practice, so I stopped. With finding time to practice. Okay, that's the finding time to practice. So I stopped this year. I've only made one resolution, not to make any resolutions.
Struggle.
Yeah. So I struggled. Perfect. Struggled with finding time to practice. Okay, remember that practice, like a verb, is with S. Practice as a noun, for example, practice makes perfect. That was with C. Okay, I have no time to practice. Is with S. Is the verb. Okay, that's a bit of a difference. All right, people. Nice. We're gonna use these words. These 8 words or expressions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. And what you're gonna do is the following thing. Let me get the file. Okay, I put some situations in our PowerPoint of a unit. Okay, I put some situations, and I would like you to read the bad habits that these people have, and I would like you to write down. Right, you can write them on Google Docs or just as an answer in Classroom, like a piece of advice using this vocabulary to help them break the habit. Where are the big T? Okay, here it is. Okay, I'm coming. Okie dokie. Let me get it bigger, and that's it. And let me change to the presentation. Okay, dokie. So here we have we have some we have 3 people with their issues, right? And I would like you to give them some advice. Why is it up front? Okay, some piece of advice using the 8 expressions that we just saw. Okay, for example, Isidora has the following issue. She and some friends began smoking recently to fit in a larger group. She doesn't like it, but she doesn't like it that much. But a girl she likes it. But a girl she likes it. So Isidora uses it as a way to socialize with her. So she started smoking because in the group that she hangs out, there is a girl that she likes, and to like the girl, she started smoking because that person also smokes. The other person is Bastian. He's undergoing a serious period of stress and can't sleep at night. Plus, during conversation, he can't stop beating his nails. And number 3, Fenya always wanted to be popular. Lately, she's hanging out with the cool kids. However, they don't respect her and they always making fun of her. So, I'm gonna post this. Actually, I'm gonna take a picture right away. I'm gonna post this up in Google Classroom. And I want you to write a piece of text using these 3 expressions, the 8 expressions that we just saw in the page here on the page number 14. Okay, number 14, the 8 expressions that we just saw. And you're gonna use them to write them a piece of advice. Okay, you should, shouldn't, you, I would recommend. I'm gonna include also some stuff about recommending. Wait, let me have a look if you already have your book. Did you receive the book in PDF, people?
Yes, but it's just a part, right?
Just a part. Let me see. Let me see, Flo. Not this email. And Domino, by the way, when people fail sending the videos to Google Classroom, remember the instruction. You have to upload the video to YouTube, and then you have to attach the link, or maybe you can give me, you can type or you can paste the link in the comments, in the private comments. Okay, that was the instruction. Remember that. Yeah, the book is ready. It was published. So each must be page number, the vocabulary from the page number 14. So I'm gonna leave everything ready, guys. So you do it for the next class. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, okay, here there is an issue. She doesn't like it that much, but a girl she likes smokes. Now the importance of comma. Smokes too. So Isidora uses, okay, that's good. And there is a comma here. It should be this one. All right, nice. Good. Okay, now take the picture and upload the thing. So do you guys understand the task?
Yes.
Okie dokie. You can do it as a private comment, or you can make a Google document. You can write it in there if you want. Okay, so this is here. Let's go and publish thing file. And pics. No, pictures from test. This one. And this is number 1. So this is homework 1. This is giving advice to break a bad habit. Also, giving advice, but I don't want to Google Translate. Okay, thank you. This is beautiful. And let's put it in downloads. Okay. All right, and this one will be for the next class. Hey people, by the way, I have the date of the test. Do you want the date of the test?
Yes, please.
Okay, alrighty. Page number 14. Okay. Read the slide on give advice. Give pieces of advice to the 3 people there using the advice expressions and the 8 vocabulary expressions from page 77, I think it was. Oh, 14. Page 14. Okay, complete this task in Google Docs, in a Google document. Google document. Okay, now we're ready. This is 1 point for your test, and we're gonna give it a week. When is our next class? Is it Monday, right?
Yes.
Okay, Monday the 7th then. June the 7th, Monday 14th. This is unit number 3. Off we go. Ready. Do we have to add anything? Okay. The book note. The PDF book is in Classroom. Okay. Okay, the PDF book is in Classroom. So now the test, as Flo mentioned. I think it was on the 29th. Let me have a look. Yes, 29th of June. June 29th. Okay. And we're gonna have the test in the afternoon. Okay, in the afternoon.
But teacher, we don't have classes Tuesday.
But in the other schedule, hybrid schedule, this one. No, in this one, because today, on Tuesday in the online schedule we don't have classes, right? But in the hybrid we do have classes. This one, right?
And the test starts at 4:40?
I'm gonna finish this class earlier. I think I'm gonna finish this class around 4:10 or 4:15, and then I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna send you the link, and I'm gonna give you a lot of time. I'm gonna open the test until 7, I think. I'm gonna leave it open until 7, so you're gonna have a lot of time. Okay.
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's a little time. I would have liked more time, but you guys have a lot of tests. So next week and then upcoming week, it'll be intense. Okay, we're gonna do plenty of stuff. All right, you guys, take good care. I'm gonna upload also the material for the next week, so maybe you can give it in advance when you can. Have a great day, enjoy, and be good. Anything else? Any questions? No questions. Okay. Enjoy. Bye-bye. Have a great night.